Hello everybody and welcome to the race replay of my first ever NASCAR 15 race with a wheel. I forgot to record during the race, so I just thought that I would record the entire replay and then basically give you guys highlights with me commentating. So let's jump right into this video. As you can see, we got a pretty decent getaway there in our number 24 Exalta car. We're racing as Jeff Gordon. Clint Boyer and Kyle Larson try to look under. I don't know why. As we want to get this bottom lane going, I kind of step under the WL line, and my teammate kind of comes in. Now 3 wide, a bit of a mistake, but I have Jimmy behind me and Junior in front of me, so this might work out. Us 3 Hendrick drivers, all being as teammates, all working for Hendrick. Junior and I, and Johnson and I would do a lot. This is a bump to Junior. We send him up the track. We're 3 wide. As I was still getting to grips with the wheel, we push Kevin Harvick to the point. And here we go now to end the first lap. We lead the first lap after Clint Boyer gave us a shot to the point there. Just a tandem of 3 down the back straightaway. Or down the front straightaway, sorry. Exiting 2 now. What happened? I don't remember. I get hung out to dry. Clint Boyer to my right. What will I do? I think I just wait for Ty Dillon. No, the corner comes. I kind of push Larson out of lane. I push myself out of line as well. And then I bump Boyer once, twice, get him loose, send him up the track. It's a bump and run. Boyer with a bit of a drift there. It basically was a bump and run maneuver. And then we put Ryan Blaney right out of contention early, I'd say. Who was at the 5? Casey Kane running up high. He did not want to work with me when I was down low. I'm kind of running from that group of 3. And they're all, I would assume, going to look for an overtake here. They leave Greg Biffle, Danica Patrick, and Casey Kane now, the only 2 working together behind me besides that whole field. What can happen? Well, anything. I tried to step up the track. I think I hit the apron and then slid up. I'm losing time to Danica and Casey. They look to the outside. I block the outside. Danica to the inside. Kane to the outside. Kane starts to slow down. He doesn't have any drift. Danica's still kind of able to fight me, but also slowing down. The field running us down like a pack of wolves here. We go out of turn 2. We have a bit of a lead, but with that lead pack coming, anything will happen. Oh, I snagged the wall there. I don't know what I was thinking when I did that, but I'm pretty sure I got front right damage from that. It did not look like I'm going about 200 like the rest of them. I think my highest speed was about, without the draft, was 191 to 192, so quicker than the AI for sure, even in that pack. Only if they were smart and got single file. Running 3 wide like that's going to make them lose a little time. If they were all smart, they would either line up on the outside or the inside. Mostly everyone in single file. That would be their best bet. I believe that was McDowell who just moved up high. I could be wrong. I'm just running qualifying laps, I would assume. Trying to stay away from that pack from second on back. I'm pretty sure that's second to 30th. Look at that. Oh, I'm under the WL line as if I was pitting. What happened there? I might have backed off a little after that. But they are slowly forming that outside line. You saw it last time by. Any time that we get a good view of the pack like that, you see the outside line slowly being formed. It's unfortunate that we're locked to just my driver cam, though. Just this camera. Look at that. That's menacing if you're leading this and you're looking in the mirror and you just see everyone charging behind you. I believe Jimmy is right towards the front of that bottom lane as well, and so is Kevin Harvick when they start to catch me. here. I nearly run into the wall. It's just like a pack of wolves trying to hunt me, run me down here. Crossing the line again. These are all quick laps for sure. They're all in the 36s, though. They aren't the best that we could have. 34s were, not 36s, sorry, 46s. I could probably have gotten down to 42 area with draft, 44, 42 area with draft. Oh, into the wall. I let off a little to save a little fuel and I'm into the wall. One car tried to get down. I don't know if he did. That Furniture Row Racing number 78, Martin Truex, on leading that bottom lane charge. Kenseth, I don't know why he looked at the middle. I don't know why Truex went to the top, but that's made him lose a bit of time as it's 3 wide all the way through the field there. For the most part, everyone's 3 wide besides us in the number 24 Exalta Chevrolet. There they come, the pack of snakes, the pack of wolves, all right here. I was looking at Dylan and Harvick here originally. Who did I want to have pushing me? It was either Austin Dillon or Kevin Harvick. I didn't see Jimmy Johnson like you guys do, though. Look at him. He's right there, about the 5th car on the bottom lane. Now, if he stayed low, what would have happened? He did. He dropped. All the Chevys dropped low. Austin Dillon gave me my first shot back forward. All Chevys dropped low there, though, for a minute. Jimmy Johnson leading the bottom lane charge. No. Kevin Harvick gets down there. Austin Dillon running real slow in front of the Toyotas after he got a major shunt. That sends the high lane all out of whack. Jimmy Johnson, the only man running the bottom, the only Chevy that went to the bottom. Who's that? The 43, really quick. Jimmy Johnson gets to the inside, did not want to work with me. I'm now forced to the outside unless I cleared him, which I think I might have, and I did. Yeah, there's a car length without even being pushed. I just pinned the throttle, and it put me there. Here we go. Now, exiting the tri-oval. We're on about lap 4 or lap 5 of 32, I believe it was. And your first pitters are right there. Michael Annette and Jeb Burton, I believe it is. Your first 2 pit stops from them. I'd say our pit strategy would be good this race. That's what I was thinking in the cockpit. We have a pretty good pit strategy. Jimmy Johnson forced to the outside with McMurray. That's not really going to work. We're all kind of pitting in our own time, single file on the bottom lane. And I led the charge into the pit lane. Too quick entering if I didn't jump out. Yeah, that just happened. There was contact there entering the pit lane from guys behind. So that would have been too fast entering. We would have gotten a penalty there if we didn't step out and then just continue. That's honestly the worst thing that could have happened this race so far. That's not what you want to see. So I'm just like, I'm going to grab one of these slow guys here. I'm going to grab one of the guys that just exited the pit lanes. So, oh, Junior went for something on, I believe it was Kyle Busch. Yeah, we're working with Gilliland McDowell. Just to get me back to the pit lane, I decided to try to work with them. Did I look to the middle or no? I just dipped behind. I think I gave him one more shunt and then dropped. Remembered how to brake. Kind of pit with that pack in front of me. It's not really the entry to pit lane that we wanted. We were too slow entering, in my opinion. It was about 35 miles an hour on entry there. Pit lane speed is 55, if you're correct. Here we go. A walk of shame into our pit lane. We have to dodge the double one, the 11 there. Denny Hamlin. The 88 of Dale Earnhardt. He should get out in front of us. I believe this is 4 tires and fuel this pit stop. Our next pit stop, we were looking at no tires, just gas. Look at this! Kyle Busch stopped on the exit of the pit lane. what was he doing? And then I missed my shift and I went straight up to second, but still, like, you don't do that, Kyle. You don't stop, because that messed up my teammate. That messed me up even, and then I just went up onto the banking. Quinn Boyer, he's for position. I let him through not being smart, and then realized, oh, he might be for position. He is. And now pinned to the outside lane. We have still a bit of pack racing in here, in that field, as you guys saw. We're racing the 21. We tag his quarter panel. Not the nicest way to race him, but we're going to push him up to until we see Junior running that outside lane. Where is Jimmy Jam, though? That's what I want to know. Where's our boy Jimmy Jam at? I mean, we ditched the 88 there. Not my smartest move, because that could cost us later in the race. Danica Patrick is leading at this point, and I'm thinking, how? How is she leading? I think I might have No, I hit Newman, and then that's our first calamity of the race. We hit Newman, and then we get shunted. We're in third gear right when we get pushed. It should have shifted to fourth. Make sure we held a bit of that speed that we got from the 6, I believe it was. Okay, so we're back with our teammate in a bit of a pack. I'm thinking to myself, every time I'm in a pack, if we get single file, we're quicker than the leader if I'm at the back of the train pushing. Yet again, like, we kind of do, and then we don't. And then look, Trevor Bain wants to pass me. And then I go to the outside, make my overtakes myself. Only car that went for that, and it worked. Actually, we had a heck of a run on the guys ahead of us, too. I believe we were being pushed. I don't know who's behind us, because Fox cameras in this area. And it wasn't, this isn't Fox. But yeah, I don't think this season was Fox. No, it was Sprint Mobile mostly. That's besides the point. There's our man, Jimmy Jam. We're gonna break. Yeah, I had to break. That's how quick I was going compared to him. We get kind of eaten by that pack, and we bump him. We get him all loosey-goosey there. And we're catching up to that leader, Danica Patrick. We do not want her in front of this thing, racking up points. We push Jimmy Jam to the outside. We hit the wall. And our man, Jimmy Johnson, to the lead. Kind of left us there to the inside all by ourselves, and then he came down to pull me through the corner. Danica Patrick and the 66. So Michael Waltrip kind of boxed in the, I believe it's the Cheez-Its car. I wouldn't be able to tell you who that is. I think it's the 16 though. Under the double yellow line, through the grass even. You can tell I was slowed down from the grass. And we're catching up to that 32. Oh, Danica, I think I clipped off the nose of Danica to put me under the yellow that time. And then I go all the way to the wall next to the 66. I push him. I'm hitting him even, trying to get to work with Johnson. He didn't let me. Look at this. Yep, Boyer down in front of me. That 98. Spice it up. There's contact with Boyer. He's spinning in front of the field. It's the big one at Daytona. Yellow flags were off to give us a full race here. I spun my man Jimmy Jam there. Didn't feel happy, but it's the big one at Daytona. We're still in motion. We're in about 5th or 6th, I believe, right here. I believe all in front of us are for position. Now, if I were smart, I would back off to these guys and then push one of them. But I remember that I have pace. I go 191, 192 without any help. Into the wall I went there, and then got off after I realized, so kind of backed off to them. There's still a pack in front and behind. We're kind of in the middle of 2 packs. That was the most exciting part of the race so far, I'd say. The big one at Daytona. And yep, the 32 and the 66 drops it in. I'm like, why are you pitting? Actually, I understood the 32 kind of. The 66 caught me off guard. Don't worry, we'll see them a little later in this race. Yeah, running the outside lane, running the bottom lane. I'm just trying to feel out where my best pace is. Still getting kind of to grips with the wheel. I'm not 100% with it in this race. I think I'm better off now with it. I mean, I had one at Martinsville on keyboard a lot with a flat right front once as well. But yes, there you go. We caught up to one of the only Chevys we've seen in a little while. We hit the wall, kind of go behind this pack. I think I was thinking drop it into the pit lane. I didn't. I don't know when I was thinking that I was going to drop it in. I believe it was about lap 20. Let's see if I can go to the end. Here we go. Working with Austin, booting him out the way. There's the 32 and the 66. That's not really. They'll be really important late into this race. I think a lot of people will be. Yeah, see, they're slow. The 6. The 6 got used as a. The 32 was used as a pick in front of me. The 11 overtook the 6 using the 32. So that's why you see me showing a little bit of anger to the back bumper of the 11. With how hard I hit him there. Obviously, there's another pack of cars! And I pop off the wall! And I look like now I'm exiting the pit lane after that. This is a 98, but we just wall popped. And then we get rear-ended by the 14, who will cause another key item into this race later. That's one way that we might, that's 2 times we might have lost this race now. Basically causing the big one, and then getting wall popped. You see me running out in traffic. There's our man Jimmy Johnson. Like, we got wall popped down into the pit lane basically. And then yeah, you can tell. Look at Truax. That was my pace versus how quick that pack was going before I had touched. And then I look up high. I see my man Jimmy Johnson, and I'm thinking I'm pitting with this group of cars. I think I used the back bumper of the 42 a little, kind of pushed Martin Truex. We were rolling through the pit lane for the second time this race. There will be a lap counter in the top lap telling you what lap we pit on. I think we're to around lap 20 right here. We pit to the front pit stall. I don't know why our pit stall is purple. And yes, fuel only. As you can see, we're fueling it ourselves from in the car. Fuel only pit stop. Tires looked fine there. Also, the game kind of released us out into the grass. Tires were looking good. There's that. There they go. The dynamic duo. They always find their way to be in the camera. And I believe that 32 is leading. We're a lap down to the 22 right now, actually. That 23 will come to possess the lead with the 66 in second at some point. But yeah, we're currently a lap off the pace to the 22 from our wall pop and then the big one as well. We're all spread. That's the issue with no yellows, but it gives us more of a clean race look. Especially in the replay. Now, yep, we're passing more pitters. I'm pretty sure, actually, these might have been the guys, unless it's just the 88. No, these are the guys that we came in with, I'm pretty sure. I'm wrong. They're about half a lap behind us, so. It was a good spot there if I did want to take tires, because I was in a pack of other cars that were going to take 4 tires and fuel. But I risked it, and look, there's a pack of cars in front of us. that we're gaining on. We're gaining on the race leader quickly every lap. We got touching the apron. Telling you, I was still getting the grips with the wheels. I'm surprised that wasn't an illegal overtake. The pack formed behind us, and look! The 66 again! And look! The 23 again! Yeah. Crazy. We run into them a lot on the cameras and just across this race. I think we're having a solid race. I wouldn't be able to tell you where we are in the field right now. We're about maybe 8th. I'd say we're in about 8th. You'd know, because I'd keep it kind of close to second. Actually, all the guys in this pack work for position basically, and I'm pretty sure the leader of this pack is the leader of the race. So not Dylan, but it's kind of like 2 packs with about like 4 car lengths between. Not even like 3 or 2 car lengths. Who's back in front of them? I know they're, yeah, that was for position. There you go. The guy all the way up there at the end of your camera. All the way there. Okay, so it's the 3 again as well. We run into everyone, all of our friends. I just launched it past him, kind of cut him off. That's what launched him up high. Our Exalta number 24 looks kind of pretty good from the left side, but from the right side, it's seen better days. This is one of the cameras where I'll show you. Yeah, you kind of saw all the paint being stripped off there. All the logos, all the paint stripped off that side, basically. It's not for position. The guy that just exited the pit lane, Danica is, though. We caught Danica at some point. The 2 guys in front of me did, actually. And then watch, this is gonna be funny. Trevor Bain, he's gonna get he's gonna get decked again, see? And I'm like, I'll work with Trevor, because if you're gonna deck my friend Trevor Bain, and we're 4 wide. Oh no, we weren't. We were 3 wide. I thought we were 4 wide there from that camera angle though. You deck my man Trevor Bain, I push him out, and then I deck him, but then Patrick worked with him. The 23 and the 66 into the pit lane. Yeah, that's comical. Yeah, pit strategy. I believe we're starting to run low on laps and fuel now. And fuel, a key factor. We will have to make the walk of shame one more time, but when we do, at the end here, it's very shameful, as you will all see. Thought we were pitting there, I'm like, there's one more, but no. Also, I should probably bear this in mind. You all should probably bear this in mind. I'm racing in first person. That's why my spatial awareness, it's okay. I have pretty good spatial awareness. There's the 23 again. Our best friend there, that Toyota number 20, Dr. Pepper number 23. I was thinking Pepsi because number 24 Pepsi car, but no. I'm my spotter and no, sorry, my crew chief and spotter are the same people basically in this game if you played or watched anything. It's like, alright, pit this time, we're running low on fuel. And my smarts are like, I can definitely last this fuel tank to the end of the race. I'm 100% sure I can make it. Tires are starting to wear out a bad. And I'm saying, I got this fuel-wise. We are good on fuel. And then no one else pits besides the 7. And I'm like, okay, that confirms it. We're all basically going to the end. Right? At this point, there's probably 3-4 laps to go. And I'm saying, let's see where we finish. Because we're leading at this point. I think we've been leading for a little while. Ever since we overtook the 22, I think we've been leading. Yeah, look at that gain though. Yeah. You can tell that second place kind of in there. It's not lit. I'm not out of fuel yet. I was hoping that the pit lane would not be touched again here, but running low on laps, this is about maybe 3-2 to go here, I'd say. Trying to go off pure memory. There's the 2 car. He was in our pack, and he's exiting the pits. And there we go! We get turned. Yeah, this is 2 laps to go. We got turned down the back straightaway. We're low on fuel. I'm like, I have to pit now. In my head, I'm saying I'm going to run out of fuel there. So, and then we just run the road course. Pull width there, stop. The 18 stop. 23 forced to stop, basically. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're pitting this time through. We're basically out. We're out of gas through here, basically. We're pitting this time through. I'm just going to work with these guys. Spinning out of turn 4. The 31, the 24, the 7. Everyone drifting or spinning. Sorry, that's not the 7, that's the 41. All of them. There's more contact. Your man Jimmy Jam is in there. The 41's backward again down the front straightaway. Hitting the pits is the 24. Now we're saying full fuel, no tires. Full fuel, no tires. What are we doing? Well, the game didn't want to service our car. I don't know why. So now, rolling down the front straightaway, out of fuel, is our number 24 Exalta Chevrolet. And I'm weaving. I'm like, if I weave, I have fuel. I have fuel. Our man Jimmy Jim, I'm like, help me. Our man Kyle Busch here. I'm hoping, I'm like, Kyle Busch, please push me, my friend. I should just pull up. I would have been better off pulling up into traffic and then just hoping for a bump. Oh, there goes the 32 and the 55. And yeah, race over. We hit 0 miles an hour and we're out of fuel. And I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.